But all in all, I get a Ninja Turtles a D. Because I give that bitch a D fucking minus. Because there ain't no fucking way in hell that you gonna fuck up so much. The story itself, let's talk about the story though, because we was kind of getting into it and then we cut it off. The story itself is basically that April's father was a scientist working with William Fichtner's character, and they created the Turtles and Splinter. And when her father found out what plan that he had with the Turtles and Splinter to destroy New York, why? Because like every fucking superhero movie nowadays has to be destroying New York. Well, like 9/11 wasn't enough. Anyway, I digress. So they want to fucking destroy New York, so he burns the place down. But April somehow was in the fire
and saved
the Turtles and Splinter.
Movie magic is
as pets. As pets, and she put them in the fucking sewer, and that's when they grew the fuck up. And Master Splinter was never a master of fucking karate. He read a fucking book.
What movie was that?
Who the fuck?
Was that Kung Pao? Where
No.
they learned the Buddha's poem?
No, what the fuck was that? No, what the fuck? That shit. What the fuck was that shit? Meteor Man. Remember Meteor Man? When they touch the book and he gets the knowledge of the book for like 30 seconds? Master Splinter picked up the book, opened just one motherfucking page, and all of a sudden, this nigga had a katana, this nigga had nunchucks, a bow staff. Nobody even said where the fuck he got it from, but he was just showing the Turtles how to fight, and that's how the fuck they learned ninjutsu and jujitsu and all that shit like that. That's how they became badasses from a mother fucking book. So
I know the old Turtles. He sat there and watched the master as he did every move, every combination, everything.
See, but the original, the original cartoon or the movie or whatnot, Splinter. Okay, let's go to the cartoon. Splinter was actually not Hiroku Saki. What was his name? Humada Roshi or something
like that.
Yeah, and he was a ninjutsu master or a karate master, and his rival was Hiroku Saki, aka the Shredder. And
so you just said the name. It's the same name twice, but it's alright.
Yeah. Whatever. And whatever. Shredder and him was rivals, and somehow he betrayed Splinter, and Splinter got into some mutagen. Like from the 80s cartoon, I don't even know how the fuck he became a rat. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Alright, how about this? You don't know who became a rat.
Splinter. Because remember in the cartoon, he was originally a dude, but then he became a rat.
But he had more knowledge.
In the original movie,
he was a rat.
Splinter was always a rat.
He was always a rat.
And before he got exposed to the mutagen, he would sit there and watch his master do karate, and then he would pantomime that shit.
Hamada Roshi, that was his master's name.
Do that karate.
And Hiroku Saki was Shredder.
But in this movie, what killed me, referring to one of your earlier videos, was that this nigga Splinter was supposed to be the size of Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
I'm glad this nigga wasn't.
Yeah, I take that back, y'all, because from the trailers, Splinter looked like the size of Rocket Raccoon, but in this movie, he was about the size of the Foot Clan. And he was whooping, and this nigga was using his tail to whoop niggas' asses. He was jumping around and shit, crawling on walls like Spider-Man, jumping off his shit. Splinter was the shit.
He was.
Splinter could not be touched.
And he was tapping that nigga's
And
ass.
that's amazing, though. That amazing the shit out of me because for a motherfucker,
big ass rat.
No, yeah, and that he read from a fucking book how to do all that shit.
True, because I didn't know rats could read.
Right, I didn't know rats could read and get that type of fucking knowledge off of what? A fucking 25-page book about how to block fucking moves?
He got a pop-up book, a karate pop-up
Exactly,
book.
that's what the fuck that bitch. And black and fucking white, no colors, none of that shit. The fucking Turtles were watching Gwen Stefani and shit, Holla Back Girl, and shit from the fucking Michelangelo was breakdancing and shit, but Raphael, Michelangelo, and Splinter was the most loved characters. I liked them in the entire fucking movie.
I had to say I agree.
Everybody else was unlikable as shit. This motherfucker, on the other hand, was asleep by the time they even got to the scene where
they was fighting.
Where they was going down the hill. And here's another thing about this: the fucking hill scene and the fight with Shredder is the only big fight scenes That is it. Oh, and the one in the sewer when the turtles get captured.
Alert.
Spoiler alert. But,
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, that's about fucking it. Everything else.
I can say this though. I can say this. Shredder was the motherfucking man.
Shredder was the man because wait a minute. I'm gonna take that back because we don't even know where the fuck this nigga came from.
Right, we don't know where he came from. How they upgraded this nigga from butter knives on the 80s in the 80s movie
with Uncle Phil's voice and shit
to full blown.
Nah, I want you
slice your ass, paper thin, fucking. What knife am I? Paring knives and
right,
shit.
Nigga had machetes and fucking all that shit.
Nigga look like Edward Scissorhands.
He really did. And he shooting off missiles and shit.
What was dope was his electromagnets.
Them was hype.
Those was hype.
Those was hype as fuck.
Because he was shooting.
That nigga can retract his knives from
I like how Splinter wasn't the size of Rocket Raccoon.
Right.
How they made him seem
I liked his relationship with the turtles though.
Yeah.
That scene when he just like dropped the cages down and just wanted to face Shredder head on and the turtles were still trying to fight to get to him because they didn't see him as a fucking like master, they seen him as a father. Right. And Leo even made that reference. He's like, master, and he said, father, dad, what are you doing? Right. And that was kind of cool. I like that they relationship. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have liked Splinter either. Because his storyline was bullshit.
To the shadows.
Was retreating.
Yeah, it was just a storyline.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else was sweet as fuck. The graphics, the fights, everything.
Of course, the graphics and the fight was gonna be sweet because
it was the storyline. The storyline. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's pop this because I don't know how much longer I got on this, but. Let's say this now. Transformers 1 was good. Right. Transformers 1 was good. Transformers 2
was okay.
Okay, and Transformers 3 should have never been fucking made. Transformers 4 should what?
It was dope to me.
I like Transformers 4. I mean, not liked it. Transformers 4 was okay until the part where the dinosaurs came out.
I mean, and
once the
dinosaurs came out and that fight scene started, that's when Transformers.
But that's like breaking a horse, though.
Visually, it was the shit.
Got me.
Visually, it was the shit.
Right,
but storyline wise,
but that's Michael Bay.
That's exactly.
He don't have a strong storyline, but the visual effects of his CGI and all of that shit is I guess it's enough. It's enough for him to stay where he is and do the kind of movies that he do. But personally, more story would have... I mean, not even more story, because I understand what am I trying to say?
At least they always got a bad bitch in the movie. I can't complain about
it. Megan Fox was in the first 2 fucking Transformers films.
She's not a bad bitch.
She's not a bad fucking bitch. She's a looker, but she's not a bad bitch. She's one of them white bitches that you meet at the fucking bar and you buy her a couple of drinks and you take her home, you wear her out and you send her on her fucking way. Walk of shame. And that's about it.
Damn, girl, you looking good.
That's about it. That's about it. That's all the fuck she would get. I mean, even if April O'Neil in this film was worthless as shit,
she was.
This bitch was about where she was hiding and ducking and shit.
I mean, and it was
bitch hair wasn't even red. Bitch hair was like auburn some shit.
But you gotta think they're not gonna take that red, that yellow. She was known for what?
That yellow fucking jumpsuit.
And a yellow jumpsuit.
And that bitch didn't even have a yellow jumpsuit. That bitch had a yellow jacket. And she didn't even wear that shit through the whole fucking film, which I thought was bullshit. Michelangelo kept trying to get up on her ass and shit like that. And I thought that was kind of weird because it's like, nigga.
That's interbreeding.
Interbreeding, fucking bestiality, all that shit.
You a big ass mutant turtle.
Let's talk about how strong these motherfuckers was.
Oh,
there's a scene.
Are you talking about where this nigga like busted his way through the van like it was
Raphael jumped through the side of a fucking van like it was aluminum foil. He bust through a wall too, cause they thought he was dead. Remember?
And them niggas was kicking boat containers, Port Harbor containers,
big ass containers, just throwing the motherfuckers at him, at the fucking Foot Clan, and it was just like, oh shit. And there was a couple of scenes like Anthony saw me. I'm sitting there like, oh shit. What the fuck?
Right? I mean, if anybody, if you could, I enjoyed it. He was okay about it, but then again, this nigga fell asleep.
Let me put it like this: action-wise,
and this nigga was okay with the movie.
Action-wise, I loved it. Visually, it was okay. Story-wise, it was
right.
bull fucking shit. So Anthony got what?
I give it a B-.
Give it a B-.
Because motherfuckers that's just being introduced is gonna like it. Because you think about it.
Yeah, if you don't know much about the Turtles.
A nigga that's...
Right.
You think... When we was young...
Because that little kid that was like a couple of rows down, he was just happy as shit. He had his little niglet had his
plastic katanas.
He had his little plastic katanas, his little turtle outfit. He was just woo, 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 while the little fucking Shell Shock song was playing at the end credits, and he was just happy as fuck. He did not care where the fuck he was. He was just there. He was living life. And that was my experience when I seen the Ninja Turtles, the 1990 version.
Exactly.
That was my experience.
Right.
I was the same way.
That's what I said.
But
I want to walk out that bitch wanting to do karate.
Exactly.
And then again, when we was little and we saw the original Turtles, that's how we was.
But
the same
I
way
still get that feeling when I watch a good movie now.
Exactly.
When I watch a good movie now, I want to walk out and be like, I want to do kung fu.
Right. I want to do some shit that I seen. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, okay, there was a moment in the fucking movie theater, and the scene is somewhere gonna be in this video, where some guy tells me to shut up because I'm getting too fucking hype. I'm ready for the movie to fucking start. And somewhere like before the movie actually ends, while we're watching the film, somebody threw something at Beezy. And I think it was a group of these white kids, but they wasn't gonna say shit.
Nothing.
But the way I was feeling though, I was drunk as fuck. I said to myself, I'm gonna do some shit Michelangelo did, and I'm gonna just kick off all three of these niggas. Yeah, we drinking Four Locos. But I said to myself, I'm gonna do like what Michelangelo did in that scene in the sewer and just kick off three niggas and fall. And say, I totally meant to do that shit. Because Mikey was funny as fuck. Michelangelo's not really my favorite character in any of the Ninja Turtles films, but in this one, he was funny as fuck.
Mike, but I mean, I
was ready to show Ayukin some niggas.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. Shout outs to Johnny Knoxville for doing the voice to Leonardo.
And he did his thing.
He did his thing because at first it's just like I had to tell y'all, like y'all know
Johnny Knoxville,
right? Johnny Jackass. Right. And then as soon as y'all heard Leo talk, you was just like, yeah, that's him. That's him.
He did do the damn thing for Leo though.
He did. So if y'all come out with any more sequels, get Johnny Knoxville, hands down.
Don't get nobody else.
Don't get nobody else.
I mean, they can't. I mean, doing this movie, they solidified.
But this the thing, though. They don't really care because this movie is, honestly, visually, is the shit. Story-wise, it's booty, man. Come on now. So you go there,
For the older age,
back to what I said.
Right.
That's Michael Bay. Look at the Transformers.
Right.
That's exactly what the Transformers is. It's all CGI. That's what it's based on. That's what it's known for. But the storyline is garbage.
True.
I mean, come on now. You can't tell me that y'all dropped Shia LaBeouf, picked up Marky Mark without the Funky Fresh boys, and then the only good part of the movie was the exact same part that was good when Shia LaBeouf was in the fucking movie, which was when them niggas started fighting.
Yeah. Because you
ain't gotta
originally
rely on no story
because when you go to a movie like
on nothing else, it's just boom. I'm about to fuck this CGI all in the ass. We about to make this computer movie and it's about to be shit. Because
when you go to a movie like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Transformers, what do you want to see? You want to see your favorite characters fight, blow some shit up. And you don't care about the humans. It's just like, let's blow some shit up, let's fuck some shit up, period. And let's get on with our fucking lives. But all in all, I give this film a D-, Beezy.
I give him a C.
A C. Anthony.
I'm giving it the best rating out of the three of us. I'm giving it a B-.
And that's because he was drunk.
I know. I'm still feeling that shit.
He's still feeling that shit. Watch him wake up the next day. So I should have gave that shit a motherfucking D also. Goddamn.